So we're here on Alaskan Way, and you look out there and you can see there's a two-story construction hut for the contractor working on this. You go over here, you see all the temporary bridges and everything to be able to handle passengers, because a lot of people commute on these ferries as passengers. Behind that, on this side, you've got the cars that are still using the ferries, and right now you have one of the slips that's out. That should be in place by early next week. So what's it like behind the fence? The pace of this giant project on Seattle's waterfront is picking up to get the new Colman Dock back on schedule. There's a limited window to get this phase of more than 136-inch diameter steel piles driven into the seabed. Because of fish, that has to happen by the end of February.
Department of Fish and Wildlife and other regulatory agencies require projects like this to stop in February and then go on pause with in-water work until August 1st when we can resume.
Dave Sowers was one of the key managers of the new tunnel under the city replacing the viaduct. Now he's in a similar role on this project. But while fish migrations are biggest in the spring and summer, it doesn't mean there aren't any fish there now. This giant foaming water around the pile is what they call a bubble curtain of air to limit the transmissions of sound underwater.
You hear less of the noise than the other ways would if we were just driving piles in the water.
It is not just a comfort thing, it's that the pounding vibrations can kill fish. But it's also about making it safer for humans. You can still see some of the deteriorating 50-year-old creosote-soaked wood piling still here. Creosote is a hazardous chemical. Then there's the fact that the wooden pilings won't handle earthquakes like the steel ones will. So everybody wants to know, when should it be finished? Well, the goal is early 2023, so about 3 years from now. Total cost, about $455 million. Already, this isn't the old Colman Dock you remember. The white terminal building is gone. People now cross to ferries on new ramps, but both passengers and drivers are having to work around the changes. And soon enough, it should look like this, a gleaming new earthquake-resistant structure for us, and down below, something friendlier for fish. So now, just because pile driving will end pretty much over the summer in the spring, that doesn't mean there's not work going on, because once those piles are in place, then they start building the deck over that time, and then there's one more phase of piles after that for next winter. Live in downtown Seattle, Glenn Farley, King 5 News.